Yes, Spirit. I hope you pass your exam, and I hope you get into the college that you like, and you get to study the stuff you like. Even if you don't get in, that's fine too. That just means that you have more time to do something else that you like. But in all seriousness, I do hope you get it, especially since you seem to really, really want to. I hope for the best for you, but it's gonna be a while before you get the results, right? Before you find out whether or not you get in. So for now, just relax. No need to stress yourself out. Just ice cream, ice cream. For me, it depends on my mood, but I usually go for the cream type of ice creams, and not the like ice pop types, the types that are made from juice. I usually go for the soft serve ice cream. In my country, we have like places that sell soft serve ice cream for I guess in America it would be like 50 cents. We have a few places that sell just soft serve for very, very little money. So that's usually my go-to. And, because it's very cheap, the flavor is just vanilla. So yeah, I would suggest go get soft serve vanilla. But you do you. Whatever it is you're feeling like, whatever you're in the mood for, go get it. In the meantime, hello to everyone else. I hope you've all had a good Thursday. Yeah, so like I mentioned, if Raya isn't tomorrow, then most likely I'll just keep playing PGR for tomorrow. So, okay, let me see if you guys can hear this. Alright, you should be able to hear it. So, let's just continue with Fake Ascension. Okay, we have like 1.5 parts left of the story, and also we have some side stories that I need to watch. Mint chocolate chips. I'm not really the mint choco type, but if that's what you want, go get it then. Mint choco. Just thinking about it already gave me psychic damage. Anyway, let's hope Miss Luna can heal me a bit. Luna, he said he wanted mint choco. Are you okay, Commandant? I'm fine. Roland's stun grenade has not dealt any actual damage. It seems like he only meant to stall your advances. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he wants to kill us. Which is very interesting, considering the fact that Gabriel is kinda mad at Luna for also not wanting to kill the Grey Ravens. Hi! Rojak! It's tomorrow to your knowledge. I hope it is tomorrow. But also, even if it is tomorrow, I don't think we're gonna be leaving for the public holidays just yet. So maybe I could still stream tomorrow. Mr. Big Boss, hello! How much did I play yesterday? I played quite a bit. So yesterday, right now we just have the 1.5 parts left. And also the side stories that Rojak said he put a playlist for us to watch. But that I think I'm gonna leave for like at the very end of the chapter after I'm done with everything. Who'd want a mint chocolate chip in this day and age? I don't know. There are some very staunch defenders of the mint chocolate chip ice cream. Rojak, Mr. Big Boss, you guys a fan of mint chocolate chip? I'm really not. Anything mint that's not your toothpaste or chewing gum, I don't like. Basically, mint that you have to swallow, it goes against my very instincts, because I was told throughout my life not to swallow chewing gum or toothpaste. So anything that tastes like mint now, I just instinctually don't want to swallow. Like mint ice cream and mint tea. I had my friend buy me like a box of mint tea before, and I'm like, thanks. I never finished it. It's just, I think it's still somewhere in the back of the pantry, just gathering dust. I tried it once, and that's it. I couldn't. you neither. But some people just have that instinct to swallow mint for some reason. I'm guessing those are also the same kind of people who swallowed their toothpaste back when they first learned how to brush their teeth. Roland stun grenade and none. Okay. Alright, the road to the core areas blocked from the inside. There's nothing we can do on this end. If you're talking about cookies, like, yeah, you like those. Mint chocolate chip cookies. I know those are like Thin Mints. I know those are like Girl Scout cookies, right? In the US. I don't think we have mint chocolate chip cookies in my country though. At least I never saw them. But I've never tried it. I just don't think I would swallow it because, you know, it tastes like mint. And I don't want to swallow anything that tastes like mint. But nah, you know what? At least you have the power to overcome the overwhelming urge to spit it out, Mr. Big Boss. You're stronger than I am. Stun grenade is to stop. Yeah, so why doesn't Roland want to kill us? With this distance, no way we can cross without any flight equipment. No use waiting here then. Let's return to the surface and see if the support force has brought any equipment we can use. Can't believe he got away again. What exactly is he after? That's what I'm wondering, Lee. Understood. Then let's retreat for now, Commandant. Well, Lucia has a jetpack. But that means Lucia is the only one who can cross, theoretically, with her jetpack. So yeah, best for us to stick together and I guess, retreat for now. The elevator in the core area rumbles as it descends. Imagine mint chocolate chip cookies. Ew. Only the powerful can eat those, I guess. Only the ones like Mr. Big Boss can handle them. I can't. I'm a wimp. I cannot. Luna! The abnormal fluctuation of energy of her frame was most obvious during the last battle. It has happened before and it has been getting more frequent. Although it has yet to cause any real problem, Luna did come across a moment when she could not control her power during that fight. Okay, couldn't control as in she used more power than she was trying to? Or couldn't control as in she can't really aim, or like she hurt herself while using the power? Looks like it's the second one. Looks like she hurt herself. My baby Luna, no! Lucia's feather thruster in the plume frame isn't that strong. In Pyros, she can carry the Commandant. Okay, so meaning, theoretically, there is a scene where she can princess carry us. I see. She frowns quietly, inspecting her frame, unable to comprehend where the anomaly originates. Meanwhile, Gabriel stands silently behind Luna, observing her. Wait, I gotta check. Can you guys hear the game? Okay, yeah, you can. Alright. The elevator stops at the bottomest level. Gabriel removes his hat and holds it in front of his chest and raises his other arm. With his graceful, showman-like gesture, the darkness parted like curtains on a stage, slowly revealing the form that has been hiding in the dark. All of this is for the Ascension Network. For the Ascension Network! Sticks! Grandson, hello, welcome! You're kinda late today, but welcome. Happy, the day before Raya, hopefully. Hopefully Raya is, hopefully tomorrow is the last day of fasting. Otherwise, it's gonna be just another really lazy day for me, I guess. And you will like it. If your wife is to see you, you'd rather do housework. Right? I know people, like, have asked that question, like, okay, if you married someone who's super strong and super successful, would you just be a stay-at-home spouse? I'd be like, of course, I would cook, I would clean, I would do whatever it is my spouse asked me to if they were the main provider. Like, duh, you made all the money, let me take care of you. Miss Luna, this is my answer to your question. So, let's say Lucia, got her penchant from Babylonia, and also she's already super powerful. Like, yeah, of course, I would lay at Lucia's feet and, like, be her servant for the rest of my life. Seeking a way to cross the bridge, you have returned to the city ruins outside where the support force has established a temporary base of operation. Okay, Sticks. Sticks tabalik kampong, no wonder. Okay. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family, Sticks. I can't believe you already left. You're already on vacation. My family is we haven't left the city. We're gonna leave for our grandma's house probably first day of Raya. You would do anything for your household. Stop looking at my queen. Gabriel, I will show you my power. You'll worship Lucia. One of you gets Lucia, one of you gets Luna. You both can decide who gets who. Oh, that was quick. We ran into some trouble. Do you need help? Yeah, do you have a way for us to fly? So, inform Bridget about what went down at the bridge. So you got dumped on the other end of it? Yeah. That bridge you mentioned, what does it look like? How far is it from one side to the other? It's about... Liv holds onto Bridget's hand as she sends the last recorded images. Oh, she used Bluetooth. She just held Bridget's hand and sent information like that. That distance is quite tricky indeed. How about flying? Oh, the wonder sticks. Yeah, so you had a long journey ahead. You know, if you're tired from the traveling, you can just go to sleep. No need to stay up for the stream. I hope you had a good time at least. I hope you had a good flight. Or if you did it over water, then I hope you had a good swim. I don't know. I just hope you were safe. I've got here with me a few short range jet engines. Oh, they aren't what's usually equipped on constructs, as they come with much more power and much less stability, and its suitability, well, dangerous? Can't say for sure. Why would you bring some jet engines that you're not sure of? Like, this is supposed to be, they are the support force, I guess, so they should have some first aid stuff for the constructs, right? So why bring jet engines that they're not sure they could even use? I may be able to endorse it based on the models of your frames, but for humans, you won't know it until you've tested it. Ah, I see. So it's only unsure for me, the squishy human. As you can see, we're quite busy up here. You'll have to do the testing yourselves. Commandant, let me take care of this. After numerous tests, you finally managed to find a suitable flight device. We have time to test out some jetpacks while Gabriel and Luna and Roland are up to something underground. Okay. Now we can cross the Drawn Bridge. Prepare to move out. Hold on, the place you're heading is much further below. The return trip's gonna be difficult. So take more supplies with you. Gears and consumables, everything, just in case. Well, I hope you Grey Ravens aren't expecting your squishy human commandant to carry all that stuff. Bridget leads you to a heap of supply crates. I told the folks to grab the most suitable resources for y'all. They're all equipment that suits your frame, so grab as many things as you can. Thank you, Bridget. You all go supply crates diving in front of Bridget's watchful gaze. Go! Take as many stuff as you can carry! Alright, medical supplies are stocked. I'm also ready. So am I. Lucia smiles. Ah, she's hiding a familiar-looking weapon. Why are you hiding it? Let's go. Wait, did it say hiding or holding? Huashu! Oh yeah, what happened to Huashu? I think, Alpha already took Huashu's key. The core area is up ahead. Once we're inside, we might be facing more than just Roland alone. The other Ascendants... Yeah, all the Ascendants, so Lamia, Alpha, Roland, Luna, and Gabriel. So that's 5 of them. And there's only 3 constructs and 1 squishy human. We're going in this already, I guess, with one hand tied behind our back. Are we sure this is a good idea? Should we not get more backup? It's not unwise to wait for backup before advancing. What do you think, Lucia? I don't know. I think we should wait for backup. Right on Saturday. I mean, it looks like it. It's gonna be Saturday then. Right now, I'm just really dreading the traffic of everyone basically traveling at the same time. And also, just being in the car with my whole family for what I'm pretty sure is gonna be 5 hours. It's gonna be the worst. Lucia? Sorry, Lucia, are you still thinking about what Roland said? Yeah, even though I've been catching glimpses of her projections along the way, I still don't understand why Luna would become an agent. In my memories, she was the kind of person who'd save up food for a neighbor's children, but now... Oh yeah, she did get her food stolen, in that interlude, story. Should we look into it? You mean looking into her records here with the Spear of FOS? I hope her mind hasn't been altered by the punishing virus like the other corrupted. You think she would have been the most changed by the punishing virus, right? Considering she's an ascendant, like the main ascendant. If she has, she wouldn't be able to retain her mind. I guess. We've seen so many unbelievable changes on our journey. I won't be surprised to see one more. It's not unprecedented to the creatures of Earth. Unprecedented. Okay. If she has been completely taken over by the punishing virus, as you said, and she's only imitating Luna's mind, Even though I'm her sister, I will stop her. It's nice to know that Lucia also still thinks of Luna as her sister. Let's find out. Does that mean... I know Alpha doesn't consider Lucia her sister. Like, she probably thinks of her as, like, an inferior copy. But what does Lucia think of Alpha? Maybe she sees Alpha as, like, her evil twin or something? Like, does she still consider Alpha a sibling? Or just, you know, the original me? So much has happened during the time when they were apart, and now the two sisters are walking down drastically different paths. I mean, technically, Luna is walking down the same path as her sister. It's just, you know, this version of her sister that's going down a different path. Now, Lucia is looking for information on the Ascendants while trying to find out why Luna turned into one. Whatever answer has been hidden from her in the past, today is the day when all is revealed. Let's uncover the truth. Alright. Lucia clutches her weapon and smiles bitterly as she steps forward, and the four of you walk alongside the bridge for a while. Suddenly, you can hear the low rumbling of machines running coming from below. Wait, Liv, do you hear anything? The sound of a machine activated, dull and heavy. It's coming from the giant pillar in the core area up ahead. An underground industrial complex of this size must consist of a megaton electromagnetic platform lift to connect the surface and the subsurface area. It's most likely to be in the core area ahead. Yeah, what is that? What's a megaton electro what? Oh, hello, Cube. Lee swiftly draws his gun and aims at where you're looking, and what he is aiming at, however, is a projection without a body. It's Cube. Oh, Huashu! Is that what Huashu actually looks like? Lucia quickly reaches out and tries to grab the spectre, but her hand passes through without interruption. Ah, it's a genjutsu. Just another projection from the spear of FOS. Probably the same kind we saw back in the ruins. Huashu hovers ahead of you in silence, as if guiding you further inside. We should check it out, Commandant. Now let's go see Huashu. What do you want? And why is it appearing as a cube and not as the, you know, glowing white and green thing? The ground begins to tremble after Huashu enters the circular contraption, which appears to be a platform lift. Is this one of Huashu's traps? No point trying to be safe in the enemy's den. If Huashu wanted to harm us, it would have been done already. Wait, drink. Whether or not Raya is tomorrow, I can hear people, like, pretty much nonstop. There's always someone firing off fireworks. Sometimes it sounds really, really close, like right next to my window, but most of the time it's pretty far away, so the microphone definitely won't pick that up. But yeah, people are already celebrating, even though the holiday technically hasn't started yet. But while everyone is still hesitant, the platform rattles and begins to descend. No time to waste. We won't make it if we don't hop on now. Oh, Kashiki, Micro! Hello! Sorry, Micro, I didn't see you there. Hi! Welcome, Kashiki, Micro. It's okay, you're late. It's fine. Thank you for dropping by, you two. Hope you had a good day. No holding back. The slow and steady rumbles follow as the platform descends, looming closer toward the dueling ascendants underneath. Oh? Who's fighting? Roland barely escapes Alpha's strike to his throat, but her blade carries such intense energy that it still leaves a cut on his face. They're fighting each other. Let's not interrupt. Let's go the other direction, Grey Ravens. It may just be a light wound, but the difference in their strength has nonetheless had Roland concerned. Should we go on? I can let you go if you stop now. I never wanted to do this. Oh, Roland, no, you're smudged. But you're the one who branded me a traitor and started swinging your knife. You're still of use to Luna, so I can let you go for the time being. But if you're in a hurry to die, I can make sure that happens as well. I don't think that's necessary. Grey Raven has arrived at the target destination. Following Huashu's emotionless announcement, the platform lift reaches its lowest level, its rusting gears clashing together in an ear-splitting noise. Ugh. Just from the description, I can hear the sound in my ear, like, ugh. It's like nails against a chalkboard. Now that your real guests have arrived, I'll excuse myself. And suddenly he's all pristine again. What happened to the little smudge on your cheek, huh? To demonstrate my loyalty, allow me to share my humble insight. Don't forget to hydrate. I just did sticks. I will. I'll try to remember to hydrate between every node. Be careful of that Lucia. You're telling me to watch out for her? She'll get stronger and stronger. You, on the other hand, are no longer impeccable. What are you trying to say? I guess he means that because Lucia is still is still with Babylonia, that means she still has access to all of their technologies, and she has access to Asimov, most importantly, so she can just keep getting newer and more powerful frames, while Alpha, on the other hand, with the Ascendants, I mean, Roland looks like he hasn't changed his frames at all, so I guess they can't really, they don't have the resources for that, so that means that for now, Alpha is just gonna stay this way, while Lucia can get newer and better state-of-the-art frames. So yeah, eventually Lucia, theoretically will get stronger than Alpha. My apologies, that was untoward, but I offered my advice in sincerity instead of mockery. Before Alpha's blade arrives and carves into him, Roland leaps into the darkness with a teasing sneer and disappears, leaving her by herself as you four step out of the platform. Aw, man, I was hoping we'd just let them keep fighting each other and then, I don't know, go the other way. Grey Raven, Lucia, I'll offer you a painless death before you make the same mistake. Yeah, better tech, and also, we have Asimov. We got Asimovo, so technically, we have the better chance of getting stronger. Alright, let me hydrate. The low hum of vibration signifies the end of the giant platform's descent. Washu departs the elevator right away, ignoring everyone's watchful gaze. Let's follow. Stay alert. Understood. Four of you push on nervously for dozens of feet until you come across a familiar figure. Alpha! I almost said ah! Like ah! Washu's projection moves to Alpha's side and vanishes. It is now apparent that it was Alpha's order to bring you all here. She's holding... Indeed, based on the location of the signal, she's holding Washu's key. I don't care why you've come. You stop here. Washu, your final task. With that, Liv and Lise are suddenly shoved onto the ground by an invisible force. What about me? At least she's not squishing the squishy human. I can't control my frame. Washu is seizing our frame's motor function. Is that what Washu's capable of? So you mean to say that Lady Chu could have done this to us all along, while we were quote-unquote invading Kowloon, and she just didn't? Or maybe Huashu just didn't want to do it back then, but now Huashu has no choice? Spear of FOS... Oh, it wasn't because she could do it, it's because of the Spear of FOS. It's both a weapon and a flaw. Huashu can always find a way to infiltrate someone as unprepared as you. Alpha, let them go! Why only those two, though? Well, it could just be because she chose not to have it done to Lucia. No longer able to suppress her rage, Lucia draws her katana and sprints towards her doppelganger at breakneck speed. I mean, if anything, Lucia, you're the doppelganger, right? Wait, hold on. Ah. I have a hangnail and it's driving me insane. I'm trying to cut it off. Okay. Alright, should be better now. Hopefully. The two blades collide with a sharp ping. Their frames and fighting styles are so similar that the two fighters are almost tangled together. Indistinguishable. I mean, they're pretty distinguished to me. One's got white hair, one's got black hair and pigtails. According to the computing power available currently, the suppression can last 613 seconds. Wait, how many is that in minutes? 100 minutes and 13 seconds? So, what, an hour and 40 minutes and 13 seconds? That's more than enough. But don't forget the human. No, forget the human! No, not this squishy me! Alpha issues her commands as she counters Lucia's attacks. No, Huashu, leave me alone! Employing the Spear of FOS to infiltrate the Commandant's link. Takeover succeeded. Commandant! I... As if your hands are no longer under your control, they reach for your throat and strangle you. You begin to suffocate as oxygen leaves your brain, dimming your vision. Chaos takes over your mind. Disorderly orders and illogical logics begin to fill your entire consciousness all at once. Correct. Through the sphere of FOS, I have placed the Commandant's mind beacon into the mind of the corrupted nearby. Soon, there will be nothing left but madness. Washu, no, leave me alone. No one's gonna help you now, Lucia. Let go of Commandant, let go of my friends. Lucia's fury charges her sword with a layer of frost. Leaping with her jetpack, she strikes with her katana like a raging blizzard. Good job as a teacher. Impressed with your math. I gotta be honest, of all of the subjects I've ever learned, math and history are both the worst for me. History because, you know, I just always fall asleep during it, and math, I just stopped paying attention after they introduced letters to math. I stopped paying attention after that. I did get an A for my last exam in secondary school. So for us, we have this big exam called SPM. So I got an A for maths just out of spite, just cause I was so annoyed at how bad at maths I was. So yeah, but other than that, I stopped doing mathematics altogether ever since, and now I'm stupid with math again. Alpha, who never backs down from a fight, is somehow forced into a series of dodges. You sure are different, but is this all you got? As Lucia's onslaught briefly halts, Alpha charges with her scarlet red blade, having anticipated her opponent's move. Your power only yields from the lies they planted, and your sword only unsheathes for their lofty ideals. How much longer can you go on with the trust that will inevitably fail you? One day, the humans and Grey Raven will betray you again, and you'll become one of us. One of us! One of us! But Alpha, you don't want her to become one of you. You just want to be the only Lucia. Her words have Lucia wavered for a second. Mockingly, Alpha smirks, raising her blade and thrusts. But her blade only hits the lingering shadow of Lucia, shattering an abandoned glass case to the side. You're right, we're born of the same essence, and we were the same person. Had I never met Grey Raven, I might just turn out the way you are. But I've chosen a completely different path. To Alpha, Lucia's assertiveness looks no different to an ignorant person's mockery of the mistakes she has made. Worse even, as it comes from her own counterparts. Infuriated, she clutches the grip of her blade and steps forth with the speed of lightning. Her sword slices in the shape of crescent moons, shredding everything between her and Lucia, relentlessly advancing. The descriptions are getting more and more epic. You know nothing! Lucia promptly evades the impending attacks, but Alpha's unrelenting strikes still manage to give her a few cuts. Lucia, quickly! Commandant's going to... Oh yeah, I'm still choking myself out! Ow! Someone! Even in great pain, Liv manages to shout with all her strength under Washu's suppression, throwing an injector at where you are. Struggling to lift himself, Lee fires a few shots at Alpha, interrupting the crimson waves of slashes, giving Lucia a shot at retreating. Now! Lucia takes the opportunity when Alpha ducks from Lee's bullets to leap away and hurries her way to you. Sorry, Commandant. Lucia grabs your hands and forcefully tears them away from your throat, holding them by the floor. Now she's gonna inject me. You guys may not know this, but I have a very, 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 very serious fear of injections. Both times I had to get the vaccine for COVID, I cried both times. And then when I had to get the booster shot for work too, I cried then. All of a sudden, oxygen and pain from your wrists enter your chest at the same time, blending with your confused mind as if setting your body aflame. Ah! Keep breathing. Befuddled and taken over, your hands are bounded to the constraints next to your legs on your protective suit by Lucia, while Alpha sneers and watches. Well, at least Alpha isn't trying to stop you. Thank you. How ridiculous. What you're doing is pointless. Your so-called kindness is only prolonging your Commandant's pain. Lucia ignores Alpha's teases. She picks up the injector from Liv and hurriedly jabs it at the injection point of your suit before noticing the label on it. Short-term combined tranquilizer. Oh, Liv's solution is just to knock me out. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Ah! Alpha scoffs and strikes with her katana. Clang! The shivering frost blade and the fiery crimson sword flash and spark. The two swordswomen tangle again in rivalry, in resolve, in rage, in RRR. You have no idea how long has passed. Perhaps the line between pain and perception has blurred with your mind, extending your grasp on the passage of time. You feel like you've been locked inside a bottomless pit, thrown into a frantic tide of corrupted. As if a wall has muffled the sound of battle and a web has covered your delirious confusion, everything is less distinct and painful. On the cusp of unconsciousness, you hear a familiar voice. Oh? Lucia? A proposal for Grey Raven on the optimized path to victory. Oh no, Huashu? Who is this? Argestalt? In your dimming vision, you see a shape, a bad memory jolting like the reflecting lights on stained glass. An intense, instinctual reaction has jogged your recollection of who that is. Oh, Huashu. Commandant has discovered my disguise, demonstrating a stable mind after being corrupted for 4 minutes and 32 seconds, suggesting remarkable capabilities in construct connection and defying corruption. Based on this result, I hypothesize that you are capable of connecting with an Ascendant. Therefore, I propose the following suggestion. Oh, I can connect with Alpha then, maybe? I mean, Alpha and Lucia are kinda the same, so Ascendant or not, I should be able to connect with Alpha, right? Welcome back, Spirit. Did you bring ice cream for the rest of us? Infiltrate me. If you didn't, that's fine, I guess. Infiltrate Alpha's mind by leveraging your connection with Lucia, who originates from the same source. What will it do to Lucia? Oh, that's the question. With Alpha in the mind, you can buy the other Grey Raven sometime. This will not affect Lucia in any way. Okay. Disable your attack first. You can invade Alpha yourself. I mean, if Huashu could do it, Huashu would have done it, right? I cannot disobey the order from a level 1 user. I can only do what has not been forbidden. What do you need me to do? Stabilize Lucia's mind from Alpha's interference and give her the same clearance level as Alpha so that she can enter her own deep mind. At this stage, only 2 people with the same clearance and origin could synchronize. How does it benefit you if Alpha fails? I guess Washi wants to go back to Palog. I will not be destroyed by the Ascendant Alpha. That's it. The remaining information is classified. To encourage an agreement, I can inform you of a helpful piece of detail. Based on the result of the simulation, any decision other than cooperation will lead to Grey Raven's demise. Yep, that is a useful detail. Oh, dark chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips. Oh, yum. I believe Lucia will win. This is the only. Commandant, you have not considered the challenges posed by the environment and reinforcement. Seems like this is the only way. Yeah, Washu and the story want us to do this. Agreement reached. I recommend staying awake, Commandant. Got it, is that a joke? Despite protesting the unreasonable demand in your waning consciousness, Washu no longer answers you. Didn't know bitter ice cream could taste so good. Yeah, sometimes the dark chocolate just hits different from milk chocolate or white chocolate. I like all 3 kinds of chocolates, depends on my mood. But when I eat dark chocolate, it's just, it hits different. You feel more like an adult. I feel older than I am. As the feverish images ping-pong between your senses, you are still far from awake, even if you can maintain a stable foundation. Oh, first time you tried it, then I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, dark chocolate and stuff is always so nice. If you have to stay up until Huashu is ready, not far before you, pieces of shattered glass reflect the fading light in a vague resemblance of hope. I suppose I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. As you stand up, the broken glass on the ground cuts you, and the blood and pain pull your consciousness to the surface. What happened to the safety suit? Did Lucia just strip us out of all of it? I thought she only, stripped the safety suit enough for her to inject us. Why are we walking on glass that can cut us? Where did our shoes go? In your disoriented trance, Hassan's reminder from your last conversation emerges once more. Who hits 90% cocoa chocolate almost every 2 weeks? It's expensive. Yeah, it is. Dark chocolate is definitely usually more expensive. When it comes to dark chocolate, I definitely like to splurge on it. I don't know if you guys know the that chocolate brand. What was it called? Bell something? Hold on, let me double check. Okay, what was it? I forgot. It was hold on. Expensive chocolate brand. If I don't find this out, it's gonna be bothering me the whole night, so I gotta figure it out first. Godiva, that's it. Godiva. Yeah, so when I have the extra money, I'll go to Godiva and I'll buy the dark chocolate frappe. Basically it's their version of like a dark chocolate smoothie, I guess, and it's so decadent and rich, and it's just I never regret buying it, even though it's like the most expensive drink I will ever and have ever bought by myself. Like if I do have the extra money, I will go to Godiva and buy it. It's just so good. I love it. Just wait till the end of the story. Commandant won't be walking for days. Oh no. And yet he will. Ben and Jerry's. We don't have that here in my country, but I heard that the Ben and Jerry's ice cream people are like considered good CEOs, as in they're not complete capitalists or capitalistic assholes. So yeah, Ben and Jerry's. I might just try them someday, just because I've heard good things about the people who own them. Starts to drool for it. You need it. Yeah, I also need it. Now that I'm talking about it, maybe I'll go get it at Godiva after fasting is over. You know, during Ryu. You mean a part of Lucia's memories has been hidden? That's right. Now that her frame contains data from Alpha, maybe it's time she has her full memories back. They've shown us this flashback like 3 times already. Let me leave, Nicola. Asimov, you too. Let me leave. No, Hasen. Sorry, why did I call him Nicola? Hasen, let me leave. You've already appeared in this flashback like 3 times. The president was right. But before the gap in my memory, I was a member of the previous Grey Raven team. That was before the 3 of you were a part of the Grey Ravens. Like, I'd understand if they showed us flashbacks if this happened in a previous chapter, but all of this happened in the same chapter. So, like, why are you showing me this again? I still remember what she said. How distant she was when you first met her, but from that emptiness. Oh wait, I think I missed something. You recall how much you have seen Lucia grow during your time in Grey Raven. Are you alone? Ah yes, this is from the interlude, so like stuff like this, I don't mind them giving us a flashback for it, but stuff that already happened in chapter 13, I'm like, no, I just saw this. You're actually drooling. You just had ice cream. It's just me. What a coincidence. I'm by my lonesome too. What's your name? Lucia. She has gained strength. We're going through a clip montage of everything she's been through. Pain receptors disconnected. We can continue to execute our mission. Yeah, that was from her interlude. I remember when we first met her, and right before we got Liv and Lee. And warmth. This promise is what I want to treasure and protect. That is why I'll no longer treat myself only as a weapon. It doesn't mean that I will lose my edge. Now that I have something to protect, I will not stop fighting, like a sharpened blade in the sheath. Lucia, I'll believe in you the way you believed in us. The reason they show the chapter flashbacks is because it used to be just exploring mode only, so it was a long, and then event 2, every area opened after certain days passed. Oh, okay. So they didn't release all of the parts at once. All 4 parts, I mean. Oh, alright, well, I guess that makes sense then, Rojak. Barely standing up straight, you lift your light-headed gaze to find the 2 of them still battling furiously, but Lucia is starting to falter under Alpha's attacks. Looks like now's the time to return what's hers. As Alpha goes for a lethal strike, a bullet aimed at her interrupts her attack. She falls back at once, angrily looking at you. Can't believe you're still standing. Yeah, you didn't take out my legs. You should have gone for the legs. Based on the maximum stability possible for a mind beacon, this human should have gone psychotic a long time ago. This is an unexplainable phenomenon. I will require time to analyze this error. Huashu just bluffing like Huashu didn't have anything to do with it. However, it is my belief that the priority of the entity Alpha lies elsewhere. The target is transmitting access to the deep mind, the recipient being Lucia. Transmitting access to the deep mind? To Alpha, transmitting access during a fight and allowing Lucia to remember her past are both a sure path to Grey Raven's defeat. I mean, we did tell Lucia whatever she decides after she regains her memories, we'll support her, even if it means leaving Babylonia. Looks like you're more foolish than any human I know, Grey Raven Commandant. Even though you're standing, your delirious mind and physical pain are constantly warring for your last shred of consciousness. Still, you will not fall. Commandant! Lucia! Lucia! Your vision and your senses twist and warp, but you still persevere and reach out for Lucia. Find out who you really are! I believe you'll return like how you believed in us! Identifying. Commandant identified. Me! Warning. Transmitting access of deep mind. Please confirm. Confirm. I mean, hey, at least we know that we have Hassan's permission to do this. He didn't say that we had to do it during a fight, but, well, he said we could. Warning. Risk assessment incomplete. Potential outcomes unpredictable and dangerous. Please confirm. Confirm! Confirmation received. Updating agreement. Update complete. Access authorization changed. Access designation. Construct memory. Lucia. Flashback? No. That's right. I believe in Grey Raven and Commandant. I don't know what happened in that gap of my past, but I'll never regret being here with Grey Raven. Of course, you don't know any regrets, short-sighted as you are. Alpha bends down and leaps towards Lucia, her sword aiming at Lucia's throat, but Lucia steps up against her strikes, countering the impending attack with her blade. Their katanas collide in glistening sparks. Maybe I don't know what happened in the past, but I know what's here and now. I don't have any regrets, not because I'm ignorant or foolish. It's because every day with Grey Raven is a memory I hold dear. Yeah, go talk no jutsu her yourself. Their bodies are bruised and wounded from each other's attacks. Oh, so the constructs can bruise, but neither of them is showing any apprehension. Clutching their weapons, they unrelentingly look for openings between their breasts to strike. Washu! Mind's connection bridge. Resonance begins in 5, 4, 3, 2. Huh? Access directory. Mind's connection establishing. Access authorization successful. Minds matched. Ready to connect. I wonder if connecting, because, you know, Lucia is gonna get her missing memories from Alpha, but would Alpha get some of Lucia's memories too? I did say I wanted Alpha to know what it was like for Lucia under us as Grey Ravens. Connected. Input identified. Construct memory Lucia. Alpha. No, me. I will understand you, and then I'll surpass you. Whatever the past holds, I am who I am. I am Lucia of Grey Raven. Accessing deep mind. Begin. Flashback? Oh. What? Oh, here. Hold on. Hydrate first. Drink. Ah, so it is possible. That would be dope, though. I do feel like Alpha is being very stubborn, not wanting to understand why Lucia, you know, who has different experiences from her, chose to stay with Babylonia. Like, even though to Alpha, Babylonia hasn't changed, Babylonia is still shit. So, like, I want her to have some of Lucia's good memories, you know, to try to at least understand why Lucia is reluctant to leave Babylonia, despite Babylonia still being shit. Oh, she changed? Deep inside her mind, someone seems to be waiting for Lucia. Oh, wait, is this Alpha and Lucia combined? No. Alpha? But she quickly realizes that it is actually Lucia of the past. This was me before we are us. Oh! Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Why does it look like Alpha is taller than these two? So, Alpha is the big sister. The projection of her past stands in the center of the platform in her mind, slowly splitting into two similar-looking yet drastically different projections, walking towards different directions. It seems that this is where we diverge. Alpha, I will accept your everything, your pain, your choices, so... And I hope Alpha can do the same for you. I hope she will accept your choices too someday. She stands on the edge of where their minds connect and reaches out to Lucia of the past. The moment she touches her, the mind starts to billow and surge. Oh, that was short. Okay. After leaving her two teammates, Lucia rushed to the destination as fast as possible, but all that remained was a sea of wreckage with no signs of survivors. Commandant, where are you? No matter how many times Lucia requested a response in her comms, there was no reply from the Commandant. Lucia began to feel uneasy. Is it because of what happened? The corrupted suddenly emerged from a corner of the ruins. Its sharp claws almost cut into the distracted Lucia. The corrupted! Gasp! More than one, it turned out. A swarm of corrupted began to head toward Lucia from all directions. Why? Hero should have let them away, unless he's already... Hero isn't the Commandant, right? Hero is, another one of the constructs. Lucia tried to connect with Hero while taking down the corrupted around her, only to find his communication channel blocked, leaving behind the chilling audio of the system prompt. More and more corrupted were lured by the sound of battle. It was not the time to speculate. I have to get out of here and find Hero and Commandant. They must be worried about me. And then she heard a gunshot coming from somewhere ahead. Hero? Could that be the mysterious foe? Or is it Commandant and the others? Having lost all contact, the only way she could confirm was by approaching the gunshot. A deadly fight seemed inevitable. Why? As she ran, Lucia grabbed a hold of her trembling right hand. She was never afraid of a fight, but right now she had a terrible feeling in her guts. The expected brawl did not happen. What awaited Lucia when she arrived was a fallen construct soldier equipped with a short-range jetpack, but he could no longer fly. Oh? Yeah, it is Hero! Hero! So Hero's the construct. Lucia helps the still breathing Hero up, only to discover his inver device had been damaged by a gunshot, similar to what happened to Mural in June. What happened? The Commandant! Where's Commandant? Lucia, you're still alive. Hero and Lucia, why won't you just die? Oh, is that from the Commandant? A shot from behind pierced Lucia's leg, and her vital fluids spilled all over the collapsed bricks and rocks. How dare you shoot at her! Lucia immediately turns to where the shot came from and shielded herself with her blade from another attack, only to find the gun-bearing Commandant standing there. Why? Commandant, no, Ravenge? You lying piece of crap? Okay. Ravenge, I think that's how you say it. Ravenga. Don't blame me for your stupidity. And Lucia's still alive, so you haven't even held on to your end of the bargain. You said that if I led them to the enhanced riot and lured the corrupted there, the people in Babylonia will let my daughter go, but it's all a lie. Babylonia's taking hostages now? Well, should I be shocked? Hero, what are you saying? You were the one who brought the corrupted to us? Hero turned away, unable to look Lucia in the eye. He did it for his daughter! No rush, Lucia. You'll be next. Bastard, it won't end well for you. Oh, weren't you the one who started it? It wasn't a coincidence that I ran to the infected construct to maintain self-awareness. He paused for a second when he said the word construct. Why, Revenge? As if he could not find a proper term to call that unique being. I wouldn't have said anything if you weren't threatening my daughter. He is an ascendant. Oh, that's what he told me. Okay, so he, meaning it's not Luna. So, Roland, maybe? Or maybe is someone older? Shoma? Huh, fine. You said you were bringing an army to defeat this ascendant, but you're just here to connect to him. You're new to PGR. What should you do? Hello, Protuni. I am not an expert at this, so I will leave it to the experts in the chat. I honestly am just flying by through the skin of my teeth. I'm just pulling for the characters that I think look hot and just enjoying the story mostly. So if you want to do the endgame stuff, I'm really not the person you should look to, but the people in chat can definitely help. They're all veterans at this point. How could you override something like that? The lives we've lost, all because your mind was corrupted, causing the Ascendant to go berserk. As Hiro cried out, Lucia recalled the horrifying scene a few hours ago. No one survived. Thank you, Hiro, for this exposition and letting Lucia know what the fuck is going on. Had we not protected you, you would have... Hiro thumped the ground with his fist in anguish. The frantic motions created a few more tears on his scarred body. Yeah, see, the experts are already coming in. Yeah, you can just ask away. Commandant, you said you would take responsibility when we were heading back, but now you're... No one will know if you're all dead. As the only survivor, I'll get to be the commandant of the next Grey Raven, and you'll get a medal for your courageous sacrifices from protecting me. Doesn't that sound nice? Well. I guess the fact that we're the commandant now lets us know exactly what happened to you, Ravenge. Ravenge grinned as he raised his gun toward Hiro. Lucia, however, stepped in front of him. Lucia. Commandant, we're here to destroy the corrupted to reclaim Earth. That is the dream every Grey Raven shares. I can understand why you'd want to become more powerful in order to achieve this dream. But there have been too many sacrifices. You have to stop making the same mistake. Also, the Commandant is human, right? Why would he listen to an Ascendant? An Ascendant can just make other constructs into Ascendants. They can't turn humans, right? So, like, there's really nothing that the Ascendants can offer that could benefit Ravenge. So really, he's just doing this for absolutely no reason. In the face of Lucia's challenge, Ravenge laughed instead. Laughed. True, it wasn't my judgment that led to this slaughter. And if you're all dead, I'll be able to blame it on the enemies, and I'll come out of this guilt-free. Hysterically, he laughed, lowering his gun. Commandant, there are still traces of corruption in your mind. Please return to the base with us now. And Lucia's still trying to help him. Still trying to justify why he's being such a psychopath. It's because of the punishing virus, right? It's making you do this, right? Corrupted. I'm not corrupted. I'm enlightened. Didn't think it through. I mean, yeah, anyone who shoots at our dear Lucia does not have the brain cells required to live. The reason we failed this time is that we brought too few soldiers. You useless trash. That's why we couldn't take down the Ascendant. The reason we failed is you. If you hadn't made the unauthorized connection, so many more of us would have survived. So many of us believed in the future when Earth belongs to humans once again. And look where it's led us. Yeah, it led to your daughter being taken hostage. Like, I can't really be mad at Hiro, honestly. Hiro just wanted to protect his kid. I can and will be mad at Ravenge, though. On the North American server. Hey, same! Do you still believe in that? I'd love to kill all the corrupted as well, but that's impossible. The only future humans have is the one shared with the Ascendants, who control the punishing virus. Ravenge's movement was barely noticeable before he aimed and fired at Lucia's invert device. She was prepared this time, however, and blocked it with her blade. I mean, yeah, they're expecting you to keep firing, so of course she can block it. Lucia, you being so powerful really is a pain in the neck. Luckily, your invert device is still connected with me, and there are a million ways to corrupt a construct. Oh. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the Commandant has the power to basically purposefully corrupt one of their constructs. Huh. Which, I guess, would make sense why Lee, Liv, and Lucia are so appreciative of having a Commandant that's like super nice and won't do something like this. All of a sudden, Lucia's invert device issued a warning. Ravenge had lowered its defense with his Commandant access. The immediate assault on her mind caused Lucia a great amount of pain. Poor thing, had you died in the hands of Riot, you wouldn't have to suffer this much. Ravenge slowly approached her and aimed with his pistol, but the moment he tried to pull the trigger, a crimson light flashed by. Huh? His robotic arm was severed cleanly. Oh, he had a robot arm! And flew into the air. Even the fingers were right where the trigger was. Why can you still move, Lucia? I'm used to this kind of pain. Even though the punishing virus was still hurting her gravely, Lucia's sword-wielding hand had stopped shaking. Your friend said you should pull for Nirvatia on Fate. He showed me to get to Nirvatia, just 10 pull. Nirvatia is free though. Wait, Crotuni, don't do it. Nirvatia is free. Everyone in the chat, tell him not to do it. You can just get Nirvatia for free. No need to pull. Don't you think that you can defy me? I've already sent the news of your deaths, and soon you'll become corrupted yourselves. You'll never return to Babylonia. You would think that Babylonia would have some way of like live streaming everything that their soldiers are doing, right? Or at least, you know, all the constructs have a way of recording what's happening to them. So, like, they would somehow find out about what the Commandant did eventually. Ravenge ran away, clutching his injured left arm. A horde of corrupted had surrounded the area after noticing the commotion. Like, yeah, I guess if Lucia and the other constructs die here, then there's no one to get their memory stuff and no one will find out through them. But still, wouldn't they have like cameras or something on the Commandant to find out what the fuck? Your friend's a troll. Do her perfection story and service shop. Yeah, Nirvacha is free, don't do it! Lucia, go, you can make it on your own. You know what, Hero? You were a good one in the end. We'll look after your daughter for you. Maybe it turns out that we already met his daughter and it's like one of the NPCs from the interlude stories. Like Ayla? You know, there was that one NPC human with the glasses. Maybe it's her. The corrupted arrive in waves. Lucia, with her wounded leg, struggled to hold on. Even with the large amount of enemies she defeated, she still could not change a thing. More of them gathered in the periphery of her vision, ready to destroy this waning line of defense. And should you do a mission before you get hurt? It's only a character, with like Teddy. So there, I can't show you now because I'm doing the story, but you know, there should be like a small square, rectangle banner thing here where it will let you, go do Nirvachia's story. Or like when you started the game, Celica should have appeared and told you, hey, you need to go here so you can claim Nirvatia there. Lucia, enough. My corruption. I'm too far gone. Hero was a real hero. Respect for him. I mean, you could try adding me. I'm not really the type to talk to anyone through the game. So like even if we do add each other, I'm not gonna be messaging you. But yeah, I guess you can try later. You should be able to see my ID somewhere up here once I go to the menu. Hero. He took off his tag and handed it to Lucia. I'm sorry, Lucia. I'm sorry, Jun. Mural. And I guess that's where Alpha got all of those multiple dog tags, huh? Now I must ask you to kill me before I turn into the enemy. She has missions you can do to get her shards, SMD, weapons, and cup. Mother-in-law hasn't graduated. Yeah, I'm still very new. I'm still only at chapter 13. I'm not gonna be of much help. Her affection story is in the side tab journal of promise. She needs to graduate before taking on a student. Yeah, that's true. I haven't done much in the game. I've just been doing the main story. Hero smiled brightly and shook his head. Or perhaps we are humanity's enemy all along. No, Hero, don't die thinking you were a bad one. You were a good one. They looked at each other in silence. After what must have been forever, Lucia pointed her katana toward Hiro. It's like the scene where Homura had to kill Madoka. We are the blades that protect humans, but you're skipping all the Celica tutorials. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, you'd rather explore yourself. Yeah, that's understandable. It's the previous Grey Raven dog tags. Yeah, it's kind of sad that, you know, Lucia also didn't get to keep those dog tags, but I guess it makes sense that the original Lucia Alpha is the one who gets them. Like, you know, I would think that maybe, even though it wasn't really her, Lucia does remember being on a team with them. I would think that she would have liked to keep something of theirs. Mournfully, she looked at the corrupted army surrounding her. I have to save Jun and Mural. Having made up her mind, Lucia tried to carve a path for herself within the corrupted horde, but the number of enemies had far exceeded what she initially thought. You feel sad for both Lucias? Yeah, I do. I feel sad for both of them. What happened to Ravage? Did he just lose an arm and run away, or did Lucia actually kill him? Damn it, despite still being tormented by the punishing virus, Lucia continued destroying the enemies around her. She had no idea how long she went on when she saw two familiar figures in the crowd. They acted as if they knew all her moves and weaknesses, and similarly, she knew theirs inside out. Ah, is that June and Mural? No. Aw. No. However unwilling she was to face the truth, the tags hung around the two figures' necks dragged her back to reality. Mural, Shun, it is you. Lucia could no longer hold onto her katana and she let it drop into the swamp. The crimson blade that had been wielded with honor and slaughtered countless corrupted was now covered in mud, filthy and tainted. How did she go home though? Did Asimov or like Hasan eventually come to pick her up? How long was she here just fighting her previous teammates? It's okay, at least I'll be recalled. Now let me release you from these infected shells. Yeah, is Raven still alive? I'm also wondering that. I mean, I guess the harmless trolling that Crotuni does is fine. Just as long as you don't annoy everyone else in chat. We're just here to have a good time. Picking up her teammates' tags, Lucia turned and looked at the approaching corrupted. These corrupted, how many of them had gone through what happened here today, causing their infections? They used to believe in someone. Hi, you must be Lucia? I'm Ravage, the Grey Raven Commandant. How dare you! How dare you introduce yourself the same way I introduced myself! I need you to become our strongest soldier against the corrupted, the perfect weapon. At least I didn't say this part. He's probably dead. I hope he is. Because if he isn't, then he's got a mess that he's, you know, we've got a bone to pick with him. Me, Liv, and Lee. How dare he do this? They used to fight with their companions. Lucia, you're not lost. Grey Raven is where you belong. We're the only one who'll never betray you, who'll never abandon you. You liar! You lie! They used to make promises. Before being corrupted, we were so similar once. The vital fluid in Lucia's body was gradually dwindling. Unable to support her frame, she slowly collapsed by the broken walls of the ruins. Humans, do they really deserve our protection? Ah. But again, you know, this is Alpha. I guess this is how Alpha eventually decided to abandon Babylonia and join Luna. In which case, yeah, I understand. You know, going back to your sister, even though you haven't seen her in a long time and your sister has definitely changed. Hey, at least this sister didn't betray you the way Ravenge did. The nerve of this guy was crazy. Humans, do they really deserve our protection? Lucia clutched the tags in her hand and fell into silence. If I get my hands on him, he's getting the Mahito treatment. JJK reference. Here in 2026. Is season 3 done yet? I'm waiting for the whole season to come out before I binge watch it all at once. Okay, let me drink first. You watch other channels that are live to PGR and they play BBEF. I don't think I know what game that is, but hey, if you're just here to watch me fumble along the story, then, you know, welcome. You're welcome to stay. Chaotic memories. This feeling was what made her choose to become an Ascendant. Yeah, again, I understand. At this point, I can see why. I can see why Alpha eventually chose to become Alpha. But also, you know, Lucia, after she forgot about all of that happening. And 2, right after that, she got a new Commandant and a new team who really, really like and cherish her and protect her. So, like, I can also understand why our Lucia, like, why she chose to stay with Babylonia and didn't get, disillusioned from, you know, from everything else. Why she still has hope, basically. It's because of us. It's because she has good memories now. Not to counteract the bad memories, but good memories that give her hope that the bad memories were, you know, were worth it. Lucia moved forward while thinking about Luna. Culling game's still going, I believe. Okay. Yeah, so I already follow I followed the manga while it was ongoing. I also followed Modulo, so like I already know everything that's gonna happen. That's why usually with anime where, you know, where I follow the manga, I prefer to wait for the season to finish so I can binge it all at once. So yeah, like I did this with My Hero, with Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically, any manga I follow, if their anime comes out, I'm gonna wait for the season, the whole season to come out so I can binge watch it. Because I basically know what's happened already. Perhaps influenced by the songing, the mind growls and blocks all the pathways around her. Why is my mind growling back at me? These are the humans you believe in, sister? Luna. The image of Luna appears before her. Although Lucia knows it's just a projection of her consciousness, she still cannot resist getting closer. Current Lucia's memories are what keep her going. Yeah, more importantly, it's her memories of us. Of her Commandant. Lucia, why can't you stay here with me? As long as you stay here, you won't need to remember those sad, bad things. You can stay with me forever. Come on, Lucia. Hold my hand like you used to. Oh, this is how she got Alpha, huh? Oh, you temptress. You siren. Ooh, I see what you're doing there. There was a time when I regretted letting Luna face the danger of becoming a construct alone. If I could, this time. Protuni, it's okay. So basically, the chat are letting you know that you don't have to pull for Nervatia. You can just get Nervatia through her, what's it called? Affection story. I can show it to you at the end of the stream. So yeah, basically, you know, you can just get Nervatia through that. I'm also still very, very new. I'm not doing anything with the game other than the, you know, the main story stuff. So following me for tips is not a good idea. But, you know, if you just want to see me react to the main story, then you're welcome to stay. But Lucia knows that if she grabs her hand, she will become a second Alpha. Let's go, Luna. Her memories of me. No, Luna. Although I understand how Alpha feels, if this memory wasn't withheld from me, I would have chosen the same path as she did, for sure. But you cannot change the path you have taken. And you can't change anything. Don't say that to your sister. The frail girl before her sighs and the surroundings twist and shift. Lucia is now somehow back to the initial divergence point and finds Alpha standing on the other end, staring at her. Have you met Luna? Well, we did meet her in... I mean, the Grey Ravens. They all did meet her in how long, I think. Scorning Lucia's silence, Alpha sprints toward her with her weapon in hand. Their blades clash in two massive blasts of red and blue energy, triggering a massive quake in the mind, causing their thoughts and memories to entwine and tangle together. Is that a mind quake? Sure, earthquakes in your mind. Yep, definitely. You can follow Spirit for tips. Exactly, my son-in-law knows what he's talking about. The shards of their memories cross the boundary between them, like fragments of glass pouring down after it breaks, scattering in front of their eyes. All at once, countless familiar yet foreign memories enter Lucia's mind. Alpha. Okay, so she's seeing Alpha as memories right now. The hope that once belonged to her. I should still report the incident to Babylonia. The authorities must know the truth. That is the only way they won't die guilty of a crime they didn't commit. And if I can stop this from happening again. Yeah, someone should have told Hasen what happened. Are you constructs from Babylonia? Have you seen Mural and June? I heard they were called. Oh, so they did manage to I guess, reawaken in new frames? I haven't seen them. Hold on, are you a corrupted? The construct soldiers raised their weapons in alert, only to have them immediately discarded by Alpha with a swing of her hilt. Go before I change my mind. Okay, so back then she wasn't as trigger happy, I guess. She didn't just immediately kill any Babylonian constructs she ran into. Honor level, and this level is no cap. Also, don't forget to manage your resources for Kamui next month and Alpha. I am thinking, very deeply considering getting Kamui. Ugh. So, Kamui's coming next month, Yeah, I haven't really pulled for any characters on, you know, with the black cards. So I might pull for Kamui. I do really like Kamui, but I already have one Kamui. I think I should prioritize getting the frames for the characters I don't have. What to do? Unrequited hopes. Honor level 26. Is that for one of the endgame stuff that I haven't done? Is that what the level is about? Yeah, you're saving for Alpha. I understand. Motivated Alpha, I think, is also gonna be saving for Alpha. Whenever it is, they come out with a new frame for her. Why would I lie to Miss Luna, dearest sister? Oh, how? Okay. You're welcome to dig around in that guy's mind if you don't believe me. Seems like Babylonia has completely suppressed this incident. And rumor has it, there's an identical Lucia stationed in the new Grey Raven. I like how it showed only Luna in color, which I guess indicates that Alpha doesn't care about herself or Roland. Only Luna matters in her world. Even when I felt they're still going to take advantage of me. Humans. Ice Plasma team? For Kamui? Huh. There's a reason why you stopped talking. He saw it a mile away. At this point, you don't even know what he's gonna do. Isn't this corrupted the construct soldier from before? Why are you... Is that so? They betrayed you as well. These similar disappointments pebbled the path before Alpha. A hope kindled, then diminished. Her desperation is like fungi, okay, dropped on a petri dish, multiplying and consuming. This is why punishing is needed. As long as they are this sickening, humans will never accomplish a better future. Imagine Babylonia did all of this. You know, they created another Lucia. They basically erased any record of the incident. And still, I think that they're at least better than Kurono, than Daedalus, than Octilek, and Kowloon. Okay, maybe not Kowloon. But, you know, the way they, Babylonia treats their constructs is still definitely better than Kurono or Daedalus. And still, I know that this is a bad thing, that what they did. They definitely did something very, very bad and should not be forgiven for. But still, I don't want Lucia to betray Babylonia. Babylonia is still better than all of the others out there. At least I will no longer be abused. Kamui gonna be fire radiance. You're at 107. You're probably Kuro, and the other me can't be allowed to go down the same path. So you want to kill her? So there's no chance of her going down the same path? She's not gonna go down the same path anyway. Because we're here now. Because the new Grey Ravens don't suck. But she is so loyal to those despicable humans. I will correct her mistakes myself. One level away from 400. No choice because the punishing virus? Yeah, no choice because, you know, the apocalypse. But like, where else would we go? Especially, you know, since Lucia and the others, they're constructs created by Babylonia. Eventually, they are gonna have to, you know, get repairs and stuff done. I guess maybe they could go with the Watanabe route and like start their own little team. But you know, at least Watanabe's team aren't trying to destroy all of humanity like the Ascendants. You know what? Yeah, if Lucia ever decides to leave Babylonia, I would highly suggest her going the Watanabe route. Go join the Forsakens. Have you seen it? Yes. The memory torrent caused by the tremor allows Lucia to witness Alpha's memories after the divergence point, and Alpha to look at Lucia's time in the new Grey Ravens. Ah, so Alpha did see some of her nicer memories. Because I am here, her husband. Your random guild is dead. You can't rebuild it alone. I don't do the guild stuff at all, ever, actually. So, yeah, I definitely cannot help. And you like the twin tails more. Yeah, she does look cuter with the twin tails, but I don't know, I gotta admit, I actually prefer Alpha's hair. Like, nothing against my baby Lucia, she's still my daughter. But I'm just not a fan of the red highlights, of the red tips. It just, you know, it doesn't look good to me. I prefer, you know, something like this, where it's all white, or maybe make her hair all black without the red tips. Whether it's Luna or me, being chosen by the Ascension Network was just the beginning. You are part of her. I think he means part of Lucia. Perhaps because of her own tragic memories, or maybe it's Lucia's completely different experience. Alpha closes her eyes in agony. We were once like you, believing in those flimsy lies of theirs, but the truth will always come to light. Rather than letting those cursed humans use you as a weapon after their eventual betrayal, I might just as well correct my mistake myself. And so, what, you want to just kill her? You like the crimson weave hair. I think Spirit means that he's Lucia's soulmate. He is Lucia's husbando. Alpha steps forward, leaving behind a trail of flame. The environment starts to shift and change. Oh. Alright, I guess this is gonna be, maybe not the final clash between Lucia and Alpha, but it's gonna be, like, their most major clash so far. Also, sorry, how do you say it? Crotuni? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I didn't do any of that. Yeah, so just letting you know, here, the Homecoming Seeker. Here, yeah, this is it. This is basically it. Just finish all of this. I basically just skipped everything because I didn't want to spoil myself too much on the main story, and then you can claim this reward up here and you get your free Nirvatia. Ta-da! Okay, let's continue. Oh, I'm at 85% already. Okay. Oh, wait, gotta hydrate. Hold on, drink. Oops. Okay. Am I interested in Wuwa? I don't know. I did play Wuwa early on, like back when it first came out. I even streamed it, but I think because I was playing it in English, the English dub was just so bad that it took me out of it, and I couldn't take it seriously. So I think maybe I might go back to Wuwa someday, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Japanese dub if I ever did. But yeah, maybe someday. I haven't played Wuwa and Genshin in an equal amount of time. Like both of them, I think I haven't touched the games in like 2-ish years. Huh, who knows? I might just go back to the game just to revisit it and see what I missed. Maybe on a Friday, someday. But it's not gonna be anytime soon, Hashiki. Unfortunately, you got MES2. Gonna push PUBG. Alright, good luck, Crotuni. Quit the game because you couldn't play PTR. Hey, carry on. Hello. For those who didn't play the Nirvatia chapter, do it. It's actually cinema. I did do it, but I just skipped most of it. I did like how I was able to play as the Commandant, though. I think that was the first time I actually got to do it. I can't wait to see the first time they put it in the main story, though. You will play the story after you finish it all. Can't you play PGR on your phone? You have Cloud Moon. Cloud Moon? Every person is different in your area. For 1 year you can get 2,000 hour. I guess that's a PUBG thing. I don't know anything about PUBG. So yeah, Spirit, go talk PUBG with Crotuni. I don't know anything about it. Alpha slowly opens her eyes in a barren field set aflame. She's corroding my consciousness. Can't believe the mind's connection is capable of that. Oh, we're still in the mind? Washu's connection has twisted their mind together, but Alpha's intense fury caused her part to further expand. It will not be long before she consumes Lucia's. I'm guessing one of that is Lucia and one of that is Alpha. They were the same person before the divergence point. Despite their different paths they have taken since, it does not change the fact that the structure of their minds have always been identical. You were the one who tried to connect our minds. Now you'll suffer the consequences. Technically, I was the one who did it. The squishy human commandant was the one who did it. The blazing flame pulsates, turning into a scorching lava where the two clash. Lucia holds onto her sword, recalling what has driven her forward all this time. Small snowflakes appear above the ocean of flame between the two of them, falling onto Alpha's snow-white hair. You're as lost as me, no worries. Is that how petty the emotions that support you are? Or maybe what you've seen has given you doubt? Yeah, I really don't know. I just mostly, play gacha games, and I don't really need any kind of cloud for that. Lucia does not answer. She gently leaps with the tip of her toe, aiming her blade between Alpha's eyes. But the space shifts again just before she hits, creating a stone wall in her way, blocking her strike. Your tricks. Oh, we're here. We're back in how long? The stone wall easily shatters from the force of Lucia's sword. Oh, are we just going through all the places Lucia's been in the story? So back then it was the desert with Unk's people, with Unk's crew, and now we're in Kowloon. I guess after this we're going back to the ARU and then on the train. Okay, Lucia raises her katana again, only to realize the sea of fire has turned into the familiar scene inside the Kowloon metropolis. Yeah, I really don't know anything, Spirit. This grandma is old. This grandma don't know a lot about games. Remember when you first met Luna? Of course. Then let me ask you again, Lucia. Is the present and future that you're protecting a world that will abandon her? I mean, yeah, if we do take in... Okay, let's say Luna, for some reason, decides to turn herself in. She's definitely gonna get punished for it. She's definitely gonna, you know, get more than a slap on the wrist for basically killing a lot of people. Alpha effortlessly dodges Lucia's cross slash. Oh, I can't speak anymore. Utilizing the moment Lucia lands, Alpha takes her blade and grates the floor in a quick spin, sparking a ring of fire around her before throwing it at Lucia. Yeah, we're still in the Genjutsu, huh? This is still all the Spear of FOS's thing. The me who runs away from the past will never defeat me. She leaps over Lucia with ease as the sound of their blades meeting echoes. The projections of tables and chairs around them crumble into dust. I mean, Alpha, you can actually, you know, argue that Lucia isn't running away from the past. She's choosing to move forward despite the past. If anything, I think the way Lucia's dealing it is a lot more healthy and stronger. Alpha stands wordlessly in the smoke, concentrating all her energy onto the blade, and then strikes the approaching Lucia with all her might. I'm gonna hold you after it. I wish I could say it during the second or third round of Shaper's Ripple. Now you'll break under your doubts and regrets. She stares at her fallen counterpart in the ruin and repeats what she has just said, except this time she is speaking to herself. I mean, yeah, technically you are speaking to yourself, Lucia and Alpha. No, I will not abandon Luna. What? The collapsed tables and chairs reappear inside the projection of Kowloon, all flying toward Alpha. She immediately counters with her sword, cutting them into pieces as they fall to the ground. But what follows is a devastating strike that comes with all the energy Lucia has been accumulating. Alpha is coping. To be fair, I understand why she's the way she is. It's just, you know, between Alpha and Lucia, Alpha really is just coping, and Lucia is the one who's thriving. That still won't do. The lanterns hanging on the beam all light up from the sparks of their blades. They are once again surrounded by a sea of flame. I will find a way to save her. That is why I will not be defeated. This is all feeling like very anime, very shonen anime-esque. Biting frost condenses on Lucia's sword. She swings it forward and a wave of frost shoots out, extinguishing the fire before her. Paving a path of ice, Lucia steps on the frozen track and heads towards Alpha. She's ice skating! Well, give it a shot. Literal mind battle. Minor spoilers, Commandant dies a lot. And Lucia turns back time. Oh, okay, so we become like Madoka and Lucia becomes Homura. I see. Because someone has to become that butterfly. Guardian and aggressor, trust and betrayal, ice and fire. Or if you watch Link Click, what I'm gonna be like Cheng Xiaoxie and Lucia's gonna be Lu Guang. The impassioned strikes collide again in midair, generating another massive mindquake. Running your mouth when you're so lost and miserable. Is that who you are now? But she's not lost and miserable. She has the Grey Ravens. Alpha really is just talking to herself now. You call that a minor spoiler, bruh. Don't worry, Jack. I'm sure I'll forget it after I come back from the public holiday. I am waiting for the public holiday to just erase my memory of every game I've played ever. That's usually what happens when I come back from any kind of holiday. Shattered ice turns into scattering snowflakes as Lucia's mind falls into an endless pit. Am I still lost? Yeah, mother-in-law might forget, but you gotta remember, Spirit. Some other people in the chat also most likely haven't gotten to where you've gotten. So whatever spoiler you tell me, you're also gonna be spoiling it for the people in chat. So please keep that in mind, okay? Not everyone has a bad memory like your grandma. Not being able to answer her own question, Lucia keeps falling when countless memories of her past, those she and Alpha share, flashes in front of her eyes. Oh, boss, I'm gonna forget. No, I won't forget, you guys. I promise. Or at least I'll try to remember. The memories when she and when she and Luna cuddled. Aw, the memories when they left the monastery with those grown-ups. The memories when she became a construct. Luna, I will never. As her voice trembles, a figure formed by her memories gently lands at the bottom of the pit. Sister. I mean, okay, Alpha wants to kill Lucia because she doesn't believe that's Lucia. You know, basically she knows that, you know, our Lucia isn't the real Lucia. She's just a copy. But at the same time, she's asking our Lucia, like, will she abandon Luna? Like, come on, Alpha, you just said that you don't consider her the real Lucia. So you're expecting her to care about Luna the way the real Lucia would? Being a little hypocritical there. The ivory white young girl lights up the black void like the moon in the night sky. People here played all the story, right? Don't tell me you assumed wrong. I think Motivated Alpha hasn't gotten to the end of the main story yet. But other than that, I'm not sure. I know Wesley and Rojak are already veterans at this point. But, you know, Kashiki and Kirion, I'm not sure though. Micro also, I don't know. Did you think everything you saw was the truth? A red glow rises around Luna. She floats into the air as countless pillars of red light shoot out from underneath, and the once silent void shakes and roars. Oh, Lucia! The title is just Lucia! Okay, we can't add any more people. Focusing on the mind beacon above, Lucia strives to drift upward within the dark pit. Having gotten over her attachments and accepted her regrets, Lucia escapes the abyss before the mind submerged beyond the divergence point. I've made it! The merge hasn't crossed the divergence point and my consciousness hasn't been devoured. Huh, you won't be that lucky next time. Looking in the direction of the voice, Lucia finds Alpha staring at her with her furrowed brows. If not for the connection, Alpha tightens her grip, focusing her energy and rage onto her blade, and yet a hint of wariness appears on her face. Oh? Oh? Are you not gonna do it, Alpha? Are you hesitating? You're also affected by the mindquake? Before your consciousness completely dissolves, our minds will be tangled like a knot, impacting each other. Gonna love the last part of it, trust. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. So the voices I heard during the quake, it was you. What did you hear? Wait, no, I don't care what a dying person had heard. Alpha's katana has amassed all of her energy, and she charges at Lucia and strikes. With a loud ping, Alpha's flame is easily subdued. No matter how hard she tries, Alpha cannot extend her fire beyond herself. I mean, yeah, fire versus ice. Ice is definitely gonna win. How? Alpha, you're the one who cannot overcome her regrets. How can I still have regrets when I've been found? Because you turned it into hate. Pain cannot win against love. Love trumps hate. One of the first cutscenes. Oh, okay. I mean, I think the first cutscene was definitely the one in chapter 12, right? How long? But we've also had other cutscenes, like the one with Karen in the beach episode, and then the one with Rosetta in EX02. A person who is motivated by hate is the one who can't step into the future. Now you won't be able to block this. That was such an anime line. You won't be able to block this. A chilling glow gathers on Lucia's katana. She lifts her head, her gaze on Alpha no longer in doubt. Good. If you want to use the connection to thwart me, then have a taste of this! It's so anime! No, you won't! Gathering a winter storm, Lucia's strike arrives with a sky full of snow, only to find Alpha not blocking or moving away. Instead, she dives forward and embraces Lucia. Oh? Hug? Hug it out? The katana pierces through Alpha's body. Although her physical form is unharmed in the mind, her psyche still takes a heavy toll. What are you doing? Alpha says nothing. She clasps around Lucia's waist with one hand and grasps her neck with the other. And with Lucia in her arms, she jumps off the divergence point. One of the first. Okay, yeah. It's definitely one of the few that I've seen so far in the game. Alpha, you want to dive deeper? Your hope won't save you, so drown in the goddamn truth. The mind responds to Alpha's hatred and releases a thunderous roar. Shattered shards begin to fall everywhere. I'm not running from the past. I've accepted their betrayal. That's why I want to make a change. Don't you want to change things as well? Isn't that why you became an Ascendant? No, she became an Ascendant because she knows, or like she thinks that Babylonia will never change, so she wants to destroy everything now. As they entangle and struggle, they once again fall into the deep mind. Yeah, we haven't seen any other hetero creatures yet. So far. We've only seen... Alpha has chosen to do it this way. We've only seen the bugs. Probably because she still has some regrets. So follow her? But you hugged me! That means you like me now, right? Alpha! Oh, it's the eye. News of erudition. Even after becoming an Ascendant, I was still searching for them. Lucia, you might know everything I'm gonna do, but that's not gonna help you because I know everything you're gonna do. Strange, isn't it? Is that a quote from something? So strange, even after... Okay, but the promise recall was but a lie. Oh, is that our buddies? They all became corrupted. Which one of you is hero? I'll kill you last.
Take this!
Neural and June.
Raven Flash! Bloom! Be my flame!
The way she says bloom is so cute. Do we have to fight this guy? No? He's just standing there? Menacingly? Okay. Space-time warps again in the mind. Hug? Hug again? The Grey Ravens you believe in would end up just like them. Why can't you just die? Oh, that's Ravenge. And Hero. This time we get to fight Ravenge again. We get to kill him again.
Out of the way!
Yeah, you're dying first. Okay, now we take care of you. Ow. They die with one slash.
Take this!
Hero. Hero, you were a real one at the end. Bloom is a quote from the Sonic OVA movie. Oh, where Metal Sonic and Sonic fights. It is a reference. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not much of a Sonic fan, but I did like the last Sonic movie that came out, the one with Shadow. I like that. It was nice. Alpha, where are you? Luna! Hello, you're here. Oh, you wanna fight? Okay. We're gonna fight our sister. Oh, talk. Okay, I immediately went into fight mode. I'm sorry, Luna. I'm sorry. Lucia, are you also going to leave me? Leave. Hold Luna's hand. Does our choice matter? Or is this just another one of those illusions of a choice thing? Okay, I'm gonna hold her hand. Luna, my promise to you won't change even after I leave this place. Please, give me a little more time. I will find a way to really hold those hands of yours. Okay, I guess it was an illusion of choice kind of thing. Hold! Are you me before the divergence point? Why are you here? Because you have completely accepted me. Come, me in the future. Let me lend you a hand. This is your reward for facing your past. Okay, so if I hadn't held Luna's hand, this Lucia wouldn't be helping?
Is this all I
Ow.
have? Take this!
Ah. Oh, You unlock another ending. Okay, okay. So it's not an illusion.
Raven Flash! Is this all I have? Blue, be my flame!
Bloom! Boom! Aw, you're she crying! I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made your sister beat you up. Lucia, don't go. The defeated Luna slowly dissipates, but Lucia still steps forward and holds her in her arms, gently caressing her face. Please forgive me. I have to keep my promise and find you out there, so I cannot stay. No matter what you choose this time, I'll be with you. But the Luna there is a bad person. I won't see you anymore. Aww! No! Why did they gotta show me Luna crying? That's okay. I swear, I will find you. Promise? I've been staying in this room where I can't see. It's so dark there. I'm scared. If you're scared, then hold my hand until we fall asleep. I won't let go this time. Luna leans onto Lucia, clutching her hand so tightly as she disappears bit by bit. Ah, baby Luna! Then it's a promise, Lucia. You'll come back for me, no matter what. And you'll hold my head like this and call my name. Luna smiles and holds the hand of the young Lucia she remembers, and the two walk away little by little, their figures disperse and fade. Yeah, they are little by little, returning to the depths they came from. Your cinnamon roll. Both of them. The me who pretended to be strong to protect my family. The me who became a weapon for survival and purpose. The me who alienated everyone because of their betrayals. The me who was found after meeting the new Grey Raven and Commandant. The bitter past, the painful choices, the tender caresses, all these have forged me into who I am and ushered me into the future. Do you honestly think there's a future for humans? Even though the road ahead is paved in darkness, I'm still willing to believe in that spark of hope. Even after everything you've learned? Even after everything I've learned. Lucia turns around and resolutely she walks, heading for the exit of the mine. Bye-bye! That was nice. Getting to see Lucia act as a sister for Luna, and you know, this time it's not Alpha. That was nice. Lucia opens her eyes and finds Liv and Lee before her in an intense battle with Roland. Oh, Roland's here now. Facing off half the Grey Ravens, Roland does not fight as hard as he did, and instead pushes the two around with sporadic attacks, seemingly trying to stall for time. And you, standing nearby, carry multiple injuries as if you've just been through a gruesome battle. Commandant! Good morning. You had a good nap? Your wounds. I had to stay awake. Tactics. That was tactics? Commandant. No, it's no use worrying now. I have to help everyone defeat Roland. That's the only way Liv can have time to treat Commandant. Your wife is strong. My daughter is the strongest. You look more determined. I was able to learn so much and return thanks to your mind beacon. I'm not lost anymore. Sia raises her sword and approaches Roland, but he immediately waves his hands and steps back. Looks like I guessed correctly. Lucia, you're the superior one. Damn you, game, when you write well and I have no jokes to say. Yeah, I don't have any jokes for that. That was just such a sweet scene. That scene with her and illusionary Luna. Grey Raven! Although the battle inside her mind has affected her gravely, Alpha still manages to stand up with rage in her eyes, pulling her katana from the floor and charging at Lucia. Wait, did I miss something before? Okay, no. But a few shots arrive unexpectedly from her blind spot, forcing her to back away. No! Stop shooting at her! She has PTSD from that! Liv, hold her back! A dark orb appears by Alpha's feet, creating a local gravitational pull that destabilizes her and causes her to fall. And Liv is just using her Levi guns to manipulate gravity. Just casually. Oh, Huashu! I thought it was Liv. What a guy. Huashu, what the hell? Default computing power limit exceeded. Suppressions on the two constructs released. Distracted by the two attackers, Alpha fails to notice the fast approaching Lucia. Lucia kicks her in the stomach and forces her back. As Lucia is about to deliver a deadly blow, a chain blade comes out of nowhere and deflects her strike. Zabimaru? I'd love to say that I'm the one you're looking for, but you guys gotta have noticed something's wrong, right? Is it really a good idea to waste your time here? What are you saying? Oh, come on, you aren't seriously expecting me to explain everything? There's someone bigger after you, isn't there? Literally? Gabriel? Insightful, Commandant. Thank goodness you've noticed. You still have a bit of walking to do. Best leave now, lest you miss the show. As a token of goodwill, a parting gift. He smiles as he tosses you Huashu's key. Oh! Ha! A betrayal! Of course you're a traitor. Oh, don't be so harsh. You and Lucia were out for a while, and Huashu's suppression was long gone. Those three have been trying to find a way to take you out while you're down, and I also just found my way to the key. Thanks, I guess, Roland. I don't know if I want any help from a child diddler, though. Had I not been protecting you, we'd all be too late now. What are you planning? That reveal I'll save for the next time we meet. Now, get going or you won't make it in time. Alright, let's just leave them. Let's go. You wish. Gabriel gonna do some cooking. He's gonna be marinating you, Roland. Hold on, Alpha. I'm the one you're looking for. Roland stands between Alpha and you and gestures you for to go. Thanks to that Lucia, I think I can probably take you on now. What are you after? Roland stopped smiling for once. He looked at Alpha, unwavering. I just suddenly remembered that I washed my clothes. And I haven't taken them out of the washing machine. Okay, gotta remember to do that. Guys, remind your grandma to do that when the stream is over. I've only ever wanted one thing. But telling you now would be really stupid. Seems to me you're prepared for the consequences. Alright, that was part 3. I guess part 4 is us facing off against Luna and Gabriel. Ooh, what are you? One of those hetero things? Polyphage Abyss? Hold on, drink. Okay. With Alpha stuck with Roland, you carry Huashu's key and swiftly leave the core area platform lift. The punishing virus is highly concentrated up ahead. Let me treat your wounds here and now. Tell you what, remind Grandma to go get the laundry from the washing machine. I gotta go hang it up. I'll count on you. I got this. Liv gently lifts your torn protective suit, disinfecting the cuts and applying medications on the wounds before bandaging your arm. Oh, that's right, we walked on glass and we cut our feet. Liv, put some medicine on the owie. We'll need to fix your suit as well. We have more than enough supplies, so you can just replace the damaged parts. Thanks to Bridget's generous offerings before you departed, you can save so much time swapping gears instead of repairing them. You love the 4th part of chapter 13. Okay, so this is the best part, huh? Thanks to Bridget's generous offerings before you departed. Oh. Now to put on the enhanced protective gears. Gotta carry that weight. A nice conclusion. I hope so. I've actually been really liking the story in chapter 13. Even though it's very long. Feels kind of like a 3-part movie. But still, I like the narrative and stuff. I like how this is giving our Lucia so much character development. It's just nice. The virus concentration ahead is lethal to you after all. We cut ourselves to stay awake so Lucia doesn't lose in the mind. Yeah, we did that too. Liv, more medicine for the owies. Liv speedily attaches the required parts to the corresponding spots of your suit. Alright, let's go. Walking along the narrow passage, you enter a hollow cavern a few times larger than the structure above ground. Standing inside is an inconceivably gargantuan monster. Yeah, that thing. It's got tentacles in its mouth. What is that? Polyphage? Chapter 14 then goes ahead to do things. Oh, okay. I saw when we were going through the chapter, timeline, I saw that the chapter after this has something to do with Selena, so I'm looking forward to that because I honestly have no idea what Gabriel did to Selena after taking, you know, the top half of her. Underneath this behemoth is a lake composed of the red tide, shimmering in its fearsome scarlet glow. It must be the actual source of the red tide. They do have a trump card with them. Based on our previous estimation, if this thing reaches the surface, Earth, no, even Babylonia won't survive its wrath. Never mind the train and the Forsaken and everyone else, right? They're definitely fucked. We can't find it alone. Let's ask for backup. Why would that be unwise? Indeed, with how large its mass is, and with the Ascendants guarding along the path, I don't think any reinforcements can make it here in time. Yeah, true. It feels like even if we do call for reinforcements, they're not gonna make it. Maybe we can destroy it with a WMD before it leaves, but given how our signals are blocked here, how long the trip back to the surface is, it might be too late when it's ready. Selena suffered too much. You feel sad. That's PGR in general. Yeah, basically. All of the characters suffered. Best we approach first, scouting a safe path of entry. Well, all except Nanami. Nanami feels like, she's just vibing. She's just living life. So Nanami, she has a sad backstory, but she's not letting it hold her back. If anything, she's the strongest out of all of us. In that case, the reinforcement can arrive in safety. How do we get near that thing? Between the opening and the monster is a gap that completely cuts off any entry points, making the creature unapproachable. It can easily attack us when we move if we use our short-range jet engines. Let's take a look around first. If that thing isn't moving, then why are we so scared? Understood. Let's move. If you're just standing there. EX03. Oh, the next chapter is an extra chapter? Oh, EX04. Okay, so EX and then chapter 14. And 14 seems to be about Chrome. Or the Strikehawks. Okay. Yeah, right. I definitely noticed this a while ago. It's Selena. So after this, we're gonna see what Selena's up to. Nanami. No. I guess Nanami it's gonna be a while before we get more Nanami stuff, huh? I like Nanami. Man, I wish we got her character development sooner. But yeah, I guess it's okay for it to be a while. Gives me more time to like the other characters too. As you look for a way in, Marie happens to come through in your comms. Happens. Marie, hello. Signal's finally back. What's your status? Yeah, I already did EX02. It's the whole How Long stuff. We've discovered a colossal creature here. We're unsure how to get near it yet. No worries, there should be a transport pod from the old factories where you guys are. You can give that a shot. Transport pod? Marie, you seem to be very familiar with the layout of this place. Yeah, Marie, you got something to say? You got something to tell your big bro? I just found a map of this underground city, so I've marked a concealed entry for you guys. Yeah, this place, still was the ground zero for the punishing virus. So, I guess, makes sense for Babylonia to have maps of the city and like basically the blueprint for this place, I guess. Even if they didn't know that the Ascendants made a base here, they should at least know about the building and what's supposedly in there, right? Hold on, something came up that I've got to handle. Talk soon. Thought you were doing this first. Oh well, EX04 it is. No, I was doing it chronologically as the game suggests. So the game suggested I do EX03 first and then I do this. Lee and Vera fit well. Lee and Vera, I know they're both from Kurono, but that's pretty much it. Other than when, they had their introduction, when Vera had her introduction, and she mentioned that she and Lee used to work together. That's pretty much all, I think, that I know of their backstory together. I'm guessing we'll find out more later. Murray smiles as he disconnects. Lee frowns, being lost in thought. Liv, analyze the background noises in our call with Murray. Oh, he's getting sus of his own brother now? Analysis complete. There were two faint sounds in the background during the call. One came from the cries of hetero creatures, and the other the sound of the wind. I see. That Murray was indeed an imposter. Oh, that wasn't his brother. Okay. Well, I guess Lee would know if that was the real Murray or not, If this is ground zero, then you wonder where the 0-point reactor is. Oh yeah, where is the 0-point reactor? This was supposedly the city where, where it was, right? Where it eventually malfunctioned and started the whole punishing virus stuff. Is that thing the 0-point reactor? What does the 0-point reactor do exactly? Like, what did they make it for? I knew something was wrong. The transport pod is quite possibly just another trap. If it wasn't Murray, then who is it? I remember Commandant mentioning an Ascendant who can turn invisible and shapeshift. Lamia! Ah, I see. Lamia. Agent Zero. Murray will call again soon. This time we have to track her down. Yeah, I guess I should have been sus about it from the start, right? Because we're deep underground. There's no way Murray could have, the real Murray, could have managed to talk to us from all the way down here. Pepsi Zero. I prefer Coke Zero though. I don't think we have a lot of Pepsi left in Malaysia, or at least I haven't seen it. But I've been drinking a lot of Coke Zero recently. As expected, it does not take long before that person calls again. Lee, have you guys reached the transport pod I mentioned? Murray, or whatever you want to call yourself. Maybe you thought you did a good job mimicking him, but you couldn't fool me. Lee, what are you talking about? I'm your brother. Don't you recognize me? It's interesting though how Lamia knows what Murray looks like, and what for one, and for two, the fact that he's Lee's brother. Interesting. How did you find that out, Lamia? And explain to me why I couldn't get past the signal blockade when I tried to reach Babylonia, since we've gotten Huashu's key, when you, who are apparently in Babylonia, can suddenly contact us. Diet Coke water. Yeah, basically. That's basically what Coke Zero is. It's probably... The first time I felt suspicious was when I mentioned the graviton detector. If you were him, you would have known it's impossible to send a response here. Plus, we've analyzed the environmental noises in your call, and you weren't in Babylonia at all. Okay, so that was Lamia even way back then. Alright, so back then I thought that wasn't Murray, so I was right? Okay. Lamia, I assume? Pepsi Man would be very disappointed. It's not my fault that Pepsi Man doesn't like to come to Malaysia. Pepsi Man gotta come to my country first for me to get a hand on him. Diet Coke is better, clearly. Pepsi Man! Pepsi Man, come here! Come here then if you want me to have more Pepsi. Now that I've been unmasked, apart from the human, this should be my first time meeting the Grey Ravens, right? Is it? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Back in Kowloon... Yeah, she just fought Strikehawks. She didn't fight the Grey Raven team. Even on the beach... Yeah, even in the beach episode, she didn't fight the Grey Ravens directly. Huh. Wait, this whole time, why did I think that she already... Okay, never mind. What do you want? Just trying to get you out of here safe and sound with the pod. Nuh-uh. I'm guessing there's something else. Pretty clever, aren't you, brother? In Japanese, does this say Oni-san? Or Oni-chan? Or Oni-tan? Oni-sama? Aniki? You can see Lee clenching his jaw. If this were not a call, Lamia would have been shot multiple times already. How about a deal, Commandant? Give me Huashu's key, and I'll show you the way to the big guy there. What do you want with the key? Pyro 3 alt rotation on Rojak. That you don't have to know. I'm not the one in a hurry here. As if responding to Lamia's words, the roar from the polyphage echoes again. Okay, so that thing is moving and I guess making noises. Alright, because, you know, from the picture, you couldn't really tell whether or not it's moving or if it's just staying still. Sprite clears. Diet Coke better. I mean, to be honest, I personally, my very, very favorite is basically 100 plus. I guess in other countries, you guys would consider it a sports drink. But yeah, an isotonic sports drink. That's my favorite. What should we do, Commandant? Give it to her. Find her. I think that's mostly just because of how hot and humid my country is all the time, every day. So that's probably why I really, really like isotonic drinks like that. It's just, it quenches the thirst. Where is she? Uses Ishmael. Oh, garlic bread is better. Agreed, garlic bread is better. Given how strong the signal blockade is here and how well she knows our actions, I'm guessing she's just nearby. We can use the environmental sounds we analyzed earlier to deduce where she is in this chasm. Understood. Leave it to me. Kashiki, you don't agree that garlic bread's better? Following the tracks left behind by Lamia, the four of you soon reach a platform in an open area. Is Lamia here? Something isn't quite right. Suddenly, smoke emerges everywhere and engulfs the platform. Well, there is... I was about to say there's lava everywhere, but this isn't lava. This is the red tide. Why am I saying it's lava? It's not lava, so where'd the smoke come from? It's a trap. Retreat! It was a trap all along! Oh, that was short? Okay. Mermaid caught up. Mermaid's gift. Alright, we're back here. Stop it. I surrender! Lamia barely resists, surrendering immediately after being discovered. Are you really an ascendant? Are you not impressed, Lee, with her mermaid tail and her slimy fishy parts? Kashi King-chan Sprite isn't that good. We're talking about the big leagues. Sprite is nice. I remember being very obsessed with Sprite when I was like 9 or 10. Like when I was really young, my parents, like when we couldn't sleep, when me and my siblings couldn't sleep, they just take us out to McDonald's and, you know, basically just let us eat until we're full and tired. So like I would always just order Sprite and the McDonald's chicken porridge. That was always enough to get me really sleepy. But yeah, Sprite, I used to be obsessed with it as a child. That was the only thing I would drink. The only thing I drink at McDonald's, mostly. What's the alternative? I'm not the fighting type. I'll probably just hurt myself if I try. Red tide smoking? Damn. Lamia's work is sloppy, to be honest. She's not sloppy, she's just slimy because she's a fish. If you're surrendering, then tell us the way through the chasm. Heh, isn't going after the polyphage more terrifying than death? You can let me know after you die here. Come on, I'm just joking. Can you please, just please don't go toting your gun around, please? She said please 3 times. It won't help if I tell you anyway. The blockade here can only be disabled by an ascendant, which means I'm coming with you. Really? Oh, okay, sure. From what Strikehawk reported, not only can she disguise herself, she can also turn invisible using optical camouflage and vanish when distracted. I'm not gonna run, definitely not. She's new. Any other would have done a better forgery. Lamia's always fishy. Yeah, she's new. That's probably why she still, you know, considers herself the weakest. And I definitely trust you. Liv, don't we have the mountaineering steel wire from the support force? Hey, what is this? We're trussing you up like a fish. It hurts. That's my tail fin. Have you Babylonians never learned how to properly tie up a mermaid? No, that wasn't part of my ed curriculum back when I was training to be a commandant. I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Liv. This is the first time I've seen a mermaid. Don't apologize here. Tighter. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh dear brother, it hurts so much. Please let me go. She just casually turns into his brother. I'm still wondering how she knows what Murray looks like and, you know, how she knows that's Lee's brother. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Why is it getting tighter, my brother? Oni-chan, don't be so tight! I'll remove all your scales if you pretend to be Murray again. But fine, sorry. After you finally tie Lamia up, you hear another massive quake coming from the underground cavern. Not part of the course at FOS. Yeah, Celica didn't include that in our coursework. Seems like you didn't make it in time. Oops. Is that Luna? So she was just distracting us this whole time? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. It worked. Let's investigate the epicenter of the quake. Liv, stay in the back and keep your eyes on Lamia. Get moving, mermaid. I'm moving. Gentler, please. I like her now. I mean, I always did like her, but now I like her more. It feels like this chapter is going really fast. I'm already at 38%. Is part 4, like, really short or something? In that case, I think... Okay, I think maybe I should stop it here. Yeah, because I think I want to finish part 4 and then watch the videos that Rojak told me to watch tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I think this should be a good place to stop. Just, you know, us taking Lamia and tying her up, I guess. That's a good place to start, looks like, to stop. By the time Celica learned of Lamia, all the books have already been published. Who knows, maybe they'll update all of the textbooks now that we know more about Lamia and Roland and all of the other ascendants. Okay, this ascendant is Fish. If you find her, barbecue. Alright, yep, that should be it for now then. Okay, Spirit, Rojak, don't talk to me or my pet fish ever again. Liv does look like the kind of person who'd have a pet fish, doesn't he? Like, he just looks like such a nerd. And you know nerds are the ones who have pet fish. I want pet fish. I'm one of those nerds. He just looks like he could have pet fish. Okay. Alright, so Liv and the pet fish say goodbye to everyone now. So Rojak, Spirit, Sticks, if you're still there, Kashiki, Mr. Big Boss also if you're still there, thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, I guess we'll just finish up the rest of part 4 tomorrow. Yeah, have to tell your mermaid. Good stream, Kashiki. Kashiki, thank you for joining me. All of my grandchildren, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope you guys have a good night's sleep. Rojak, if you're still working, I hope you have a good rest of your workday. Micro, you're still here. Thank you as well for staying, Micro. It was so nice of you for joining us tonight. It was fun as always. Thank you, everyone. Alright, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye. Thank you, Rojak, Micro, Spirit, Kashiki, thank you so much. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Take care, son-in-law and grandchildren. Goodbye.